Hello everyone and welcome to the NARCN Network. I'm Dean, the host of the NARCN Network and also the host of the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. And today I am going to present to you episode 254 on the NARCN Network. And the title of episode 254 is The Narcissist Needs You to Keep Silent. Now, the particular topic excuse me, of this video is just the factor that when you are dealing with a narcissist, as we've talked about in previous episodes on the NARCN Network, it's all about control. It's all about what control the narcissist has over you, what control they have over other people around them, what control they have over people around you. In order for them to keep their facade up and to keep their lies and their deceptive nature with you going, they need to control everything that's going on. And to do this, they gain control by a means of almost getting you addicted to them in a way, which they actually execute by love bombing you and some other means. If you're particularly interested in what they do exactly, I have other episodes on the NARCN Network that talk about how the narcissist behaves with you and how this chemically alters your brain, and you become kind of like addicted to them, almost like a drug addict is addicted to drugs. And there's quite a bit of information on my network and on other narcissistic experts networks about how this particularly happens. But that particular point aside, when the narcissist is dealing with you, they're trying to get you in a position where you lose your ability to communicate with your friends, with your family, with other people around you, people who can actually help you in some way if you get into trouble with your narcissist. Now, the narcissist seeks to separate you from these individuals, and they will do this by various means. All of the means that they do this by are all of a controlling nature. You know, narcissists will commonly use an example. If you have a narcissistic wife with a husband who's being abused, that narcissistic wife will say, yeah, I don't really want you hanging out with that particular friend. I don't like that particular friend, you know. I'd like it if you stayed away from them because they're trouble or whatever. They use manipulative things like this in order to just control what's going on around them, and in order to control you so that they can do with you basically what they want. So when they're doing things of this nature, they're seeking mostly to just cut you off from people that you can communicate with that might be against them in some particular way. Because often we have friends who will see, because they're on the outside, they will see what's going on with us in our relationship. We may not see that narcissist being narcissistic with us, or we're ignoring it for some reason because the narcissist has pulled the wool over our eyes well and we don't really see it. Or maybe sometimes we do see the behavior, but we don't actually recognize what it is. I had this go on with my own narcissist I had experiences with since about 2008. And because I look at the good nature of people, and I try to always look at the good nature of people, I didn't see some of the narcissistic things that my narcissists were doing with me to try to manipulate me around dealing with friends or whatever. But you know, narcissists will say things to you like, oh, I don't like if you talk to this person. Especially in one example is, narcissists don't want you talking about your relationship with them with other people. They don't want you talking to your family members about that. They don't want you getting advice off your family members. They don't want you talking to friends. They don't want you talking to people around that may be concerned about you. Because commonly friends, if they've had some experience with narcissists, or just they have some psychology knowledge, they may see what this person is doing with you and say, hey, you know, I've noticed that your person is doing these things with you, and this is kind of controlling and maybe a little bit narcissistic. And of course, the narcissist doesn't want you getting any information off of friends or family that say that they could be a narcissist. They don't want this type of information being conveyed to you. So they will keep you away from communication with people around you who could single them out or might know that they're executing narcissistic behavior with you, or that they're abusing you in some way or just mistreating you, and they don't want you knowing this. And if you're not aware of this and things are going well and they've been able to pull the wool over your eyes well, and you haven't gotten wise to the factor of what they're doing, or you haven't gotten wise to the factor that they may be a narcissist, they're going to want to steer you as far away from that as possible. So this is why the narcissist seeks to really keep you quiet. They don't want you communicating with people. They don't want you seeking help. They don't want their business with you being found out by other people. I have examples where my own narcissist actually said to me, I don't really want you talking about our relationship with other people. This happened actually on more than one occasion, and of course at the time I found it a little bit strange, and because I do have a background in psychology, when this did occur the first time, it did red flag trigger me to look out for that particular person and to make an effort to look into or pay attention a little better to what this person was actually doing. But because when I was studying psychology when I was in my 20s, studying narcissism wasn't really specifically what I was doing, these things eluded me a little bit here. So I was kind of aware but kind of not aware. But as time went on and I actually had some red flags go off with my narcissist, I realized what may be particularly going on, and I paid a lot more attention, and I also started studying things about narcissism to try to see exactly what my person was doing. And I didn't immediately start to employ the knowledge that I learned. I observed them over time. I saw what they were doing. I saw what their actions were doing. I saw that they had a whole bag of red flags related to narcissism within their behaviors with me. And then I started paying attention to that. But of course, at some particular point here, my narcissist disengaged with me, so I wasn't involved with them that directly anymore. I was watching them from the outside. But they were still conducting themselves with the other appliances that they had around in the same way they were conducting themselves with me. The reason that I know this is that I spoke to a number of my narcissists, other persons that they were engaged with, their other appliances, and I'm aware of what my narcissist was doing with those other appliances. And this goes for more than one of my narcissists out there that I dealt with. I actually had some dialogue with a number of different people from a number of different narcissists that I was dealing with over the past 15 years or so. So I was aware of what they were doing because of what other people were telling me as well too. This helped me in my decisions with understanding what was going on with them and what to do next in particular. That being said, the narcissist just wants to keep you quiet. They want to keep you away from anybody who can harm the balance of what's going on with you within the confines of their relationship that they have with you. So they need to keep you quiet. They need to keep you silent. They need to stop you from talking to people. They need to stop you from talking to your friends. They need to stop you from talking to your family. They need to keep you away from anything that threatens them or anyone on the outside that threatens them. So this is why they seek to keep you quiet and why they don't want you really communicating with other individuals. So this was a basic thing I wanted to talk to you guys here about in episode 254. Just going to say please stay tuned. I got lots of content coming up on the NARCN network and on the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in some other videos that are coming up very soon.